The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and our first reading is taken from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Arise, shine out, for your light has come, and the glory of Yahweh has risen on you. Look, though night still covers the earth and darkness the peoples, on you Yahweh is rising, and over you his glory can be seen. The nations will come to your light, and kings to your dawning brightness. Lift up your eyes and look around. All are assembling and coming toward you. Your sons coming from far away, and your daughters being carried on the hip. At this sight, you will grow radiant. Your heart will throb and dilate, since the riches of the sea will flow to you. The wealth of the nations come to you. Camels and throngs will fill your streets, the young camels of Midian and Ephah. Everyone in Saba will come, bringing gold and incense and proclaiming Yahweh's praises. And our response is taken from Psalm 72. God, endow the king with your own fair judgment, the son of the king with your own saving justice, that he may rule your people with justice and your poor with fair judgment. In his days, uprightness shall flourish and peace and plenty till the moon is no more. His empire shall stretch from sea to sea, from the river to the limits of the earth. The kings of Tarshish and the islands will pay him tribute. The kings of Sheba and Saba will offer gifts. All kings will do him homage. All nations become his servants. For he rescues the needy who call to him, and the poor who have no one to help them. He has pity on the weak and the needy, and he saves the needy from death. And our second reading is from the letter of the Apostle Paul to the Ephesians. You have surely heard the way in which God entrusted me with the grace he gave me for your sake. He made known to me by a revelation the mystery that I have just described briefly. This mystery, as it is now revealed in the Spirit to his holy apostles and prophets, was unknown to humanity in previous generations, that the Gentiles now have the same inheritance and form the same body and enjoy the same promise in Christ Jesus through the gospel. And a reading from that gospel, the Holy Gospel, according to St. Matthew. After Jesus had been born at Bethlehem in Judea, during the reign of King Herod, suddenly some wise men came to Jerusalem from the east, asking, "Where is the infant King of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose, and we have come to do him homage." When King Herod heard this, he was perturbed. So was the whole of Jerusalem. He called together all the chief priests and the scribes of the people, and inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They told him, "At Bethlehem in Judea. For this is what the prophet wrote, And you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, you are by no means the least among the leaders of Judah. For from you will come a leader who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod summoned the wise men to see him privately. He asked them the exact date on which the star had appeared, and sent them on to Bethlehem with these words, "Go and find out all about the child, and when you have found him, let me know, so that I too may go and do him homage." Having listened to what the king had to say, they set out, and suddenly the star that had been rising went forward and halted over the place where the child was. The sight of the star filled them with delight. And going into the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary. And falling to their knees, they did him homage. Then opening their treasures, they offered him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. But they were given a warning in a dream not to go back to Herod. And so they returned to their own country by a different way. The Gospel of the Lord.